Hi, I'm Todd Wente. This is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. Today is episode 203 of the Daily 180, and we're starting a new kind of a series. I'm not sure it's going to be a series quite like the rules were, but we are starting a new kind of a series here on the Daily 180, and that is I'm going to take some quotes that I've been gathering over the last several years, share a little bit of background on them and why I think that they're useful and why they can be useful in helping us as we pursue success. Remember, success as we define it here at the Daily 180 is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. The first quote that I want to talk about today is a quote from Troy Polamalu. For some of you who don't know who this individual is, he was a defensive player for the Pittsburgh Steelers, played his entire 12-year NFL career for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I became familiar with him for two reasons. Number one of my good friends is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and was thrilled when the Steelers were playing the Super Bowl. And number two, they did a quick profile of him on one of the websites that I watched during that period of time. One of the fascinating things about Troy Polamalu that came to my attention was a quote that he gave at the later part of the article. And he said, when being asked the question, how do you separate what you do on the field from what you do in real life? And he said, you know what? It's all life. He said, these people who say that, oh, it's just business, he says, I don't get that. It's all life, man. And he was referring to the fact that he can hit somebody really hard and then afterwards stand up, pick him up, pat him on the back, say, good play. He can get burned by somebody. And he'll get mad. He'll want to do better. But as soon as the clock's over, we're good friends. And they were asking, is this idea that it's all just business? And he said, no, it's just life. It's just how we approach life. He used that as a way of describing the fact that, at least as I interpret it, and what I've used it for myself, is yes, we want to do everything that we can to be successful in the tasks that we've been assigned. But it doesn't mean that we have to take whatever that enthusiasm and energy is and compartmentalize everything else that we do in our lives. Yes, during the time of the whistle, he's going to do everything he possibly can to be successful on his side. But it doesn't mean he's going to hurt people intentionally. It doesn't mean he gets mad at people intentionally. It's just more about the fact that you do what you do when you're running the bell, and then you stay the kind of person inside your heart that it allows you to be a good person on and off the field. Now, it may not sound like that's what he was intending. I'm not sure. But I know that for me, that was what I took. Yes, do everything you can with the most enthusiasm and energy that you possibly can. But don't change who you are in the moment just because you think that's what it's supposed to be. Instead, be authentic all the way through your stuff. Don't separate aspects of your life. I think for the Daily 180, that works really well for us. It's all life. Let's not separate out those individual pieces and play those pieces as though they don't have an impact on the rest of our lives. That's where the facets come in. So something to think about. Hopefully that's been useful for all of you. If you like what we're sharing, as always, give us a thumbs up, give us a share, give us a subscribe if you like. In the meantime, go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.